This is exercise 5-2, the anchor base. This one is going to be in inches. Right, so I'm going to start my first sketch. I'm going to make this on the XY plane. And I'm going to start with that kind of H-looking profile. And it really doesn't matter where you align to the origin, but I'm going to align my bottom corner to it. Alright, so I don't really know how wide that the little foot, if you will, of it is, but I do know how wide the whole thing is. So I'm going to go ahead and do one line that is 3.5 wide. Alright, so I'm going to start working my way around. So right here it's 0.5. Over this way it tells us that that is 0.75. Go up. From here, it tells me that this is 2. It doesn't really tell me how wide this is. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of make it whatever it is. I do know that this line in between is 1 inch. I'm going to go back up. And go all the way down. And down. Okay, so now we can start adding our dimensions. This was 0.75, so I know that this will also be 0.75. There we go. Make sure these are even. If I do my math correctly, it's going to be 0.5. And it should be 0.5 over here as well. Yep, there we go. And that's going to be a driven dimension because we have the other dimensions all the way across. That's the only one missing, so it has to be what it is. Alright, so looking at this, the only thing we have left is our little rectangle at the bottom. I'm going to move this 3.5 down a little. Here we go. Alright, so instead of using a rectangle here so that I don't get any redundant lines, I'm going to choose line. And make sure that you're not constraining it to this because these lines are not collinear. So we're going to bring that over here. So I'm going to go up. I do know that it is 0.75 and it is 1.25 wide. There we go. But as you can see, it is not centered, and I want to trim that off. There we go. So in order to center it, let's bring this down here, make it a little easier. We're going to do the parametric constraint. I'm going to choose from, let's see, here to here, because we know that one's centered. We want that to be half of that. There we go. Should be centered now. Let's double check just to be sure. 3.75. And this should be 3.75 as well. Okay, sure is. Alright, so we can extrude this now. And let's see, does it actually tell us the width? It does not. So, I'm going to use my math again. Let's do extrude. This is going to be a joint. And I'm going to do that, because we know that circle that is through, it's going to be right here, is in the center. And it is 0.625. So, we can just double that. So, I'm going to do 0.625 times 2. And okay. Alright, so there is our part. Oh no, I did forget a dimension. Let's try this again. I do know that that and that is 0.5. There we go. Alright, that looks better. Alright. So now we can start working on our circular features on this side. I'm going to put the circle in here. Oh, I should have dimensioned that as I was drawing it. That is 0.5. And it is going to be centered. So let's see, will it give me the center? I'll make that 0. And it is 1.5 from here. There we go. And now, and actually, I'm going to move this dimension let me, there we go, so that I can see that top. All right, so I'm going to choose a 3-point arc. I'm just going to kind of put it in here. Don't really know where it's going to fall. There we go. And I do know that that's going to be 1.5. There we go. So let's see, I'm going to make this tangent to the top, because we know that that top part was at 2. So we're going to extrude both of those together. Let's see, did it actually give me the dimension? Okay, yep, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to finish my sketch, and I'm going to do an extrude cut. And actually, I could do this one all the way through, because it'll be the same on the other side as well. All. And we need to choose our profiles. There we go. Alright, perfect. Alright, so now we can do the extrusions to the bottom. I'll start a new sketch here. I don't like working sideways. Alright, so this circle is going to be a diameter of 0.375. Alright, and we know that it is in the middle. 625. We know that it's 0.375 from the edge. There we go. And then we can also go ahead and do this little corner piece. And it tells us that that is 0.3 from each side. So from there to there, 0.3. And then from there to there, 0.3. There we go. We can extrude that, and then we can actually come back. Let's not mirror it. Let's just go ahead and do it. So I can track this across. It's not going to track. 0.375. Make sure that it is in the middle. Alright, that's good. Okay, and we can draw that angle right here. So now we're going to do an extrude cut through all of these. Choose that one and that one. We want a cut, so we'll reverse that. We're going to rotate around and do the others. There we go. Alright, so that is the part. Now we need to make our drawing. So we got to save this first. Let's say this is 5-2 anchor base. And now we're going to open up a new drawing. Our base in here, that is way too small. Let's see how big 3 is. Too big. We'll go back down to 2. So pull that up, over, and our isometric. Say OK. So as always, I do my center marks and bisectors first. Let's see, there are bisectors here and here. Again, here and here. One to the bottom too. And here. There we go. And now we can start putting our dimensions in. Alright, so we know the whole width is going to be 3.5. We can go ahead and do these because this is going to be the best view. So we have that. We can do the other. There we go. And our dimensions on our circles. I'm going to put them over here as to not clutter our drawing. Right, that's giving me the 0.38, so I'm going to actually change my units to have 3 decimal places. Oh, that was the wrong one. I've already done that one. Okay. I'm actually going to just clear all that all the way out. I'm going to move this one. What is it going to let me? There we go. Pull this one down so I can bring this one in a little bit. Okay, so now I can go to the front view. See, I've got the overall width. So from there to there. Alright, let's see. Oh, no, I do have a couple more I need to put in here. And this one I'm going to leave it inside the part, just because it's going to be really ugly if I put it out to the side. Right. Double check that there's nothing else that I can do on this view. Doesn't look like it. I am going to go ahead and put my total, which I know I've always said don't dimension to the rounds. But in this case, this one, you can't measure this one from a center point, so we'll have to do the overall height. So bring that out. Okay. We need to do our circular features. Alright, we'll see if that is everything. I think so. Okay, this is your drawing of the anchor base.